Morning everyone. So I got this rail system set up a little while ago, and I did a couple shorts, got a lot of views, so I figured I'd do a little more detailed video of what I got going on here. So the water is stored. I got a 50-gallon barrel here. It's a food grade barrel I got at Coastal Farm and Ranch. I rinsed it out and with the pressure washer, and they're 40 or 50 bucks. So I got a pond pump in there, and it's running water up through a 1/2-inch poly line for irrigation you can pick up at Home Depot or Lowe's. And this is the return line, so we'll get to that in a minute. So we're up on the other end now. I had a different layout and design with this 1/2-inch poly line up here. I had it running down below with some of the 1/4-inch barb fittings and 1/4-inch lines that were supposed to be feeding the water in, but I had to redo it a few times, and the 1/4-inch barb fittings kept leaking, and they were just dripping like crazy onto the deck, and it was just a waste of water. So I lost one neck cup space in each rail, but I just zip tied it right over the top. Hopefully you can see that in there, and it's just spraying water straight out and down. So then it runs down the rail, down to the other end down there. So I got one rail of 9 strawberries. I got some lettuce and spinach starts that I cheated and bought starts with. These other 2 rails are not doing as well with their seeds that I started, other than there's a basil on the far end that I bought as a starter. I'm surprised anything's still alive. We hit 94 degrees yesterday, which is very warm for here in Western Washington for May. So I was more worried about the cold weather in the mornings, because last week we were down in the high 30s for a low, but everything's doing well. We're getting new leaves popping out, and it's doing pretty well. So this is the other end. These are just gutter downspouts, and you can see the ends all deformed here. I just took a heat gun and warmed them up until they were pliable, and then folded them up into place and let them cool off, and they held position. This is down below here's a bulkhead fitting that I've got pipe connected to it. It goes down into a 2-inch PVC pipe, and it goes around there and back out to the barrel. So this is another bucket system I got set up over here, and I'll do a video on it in a little bit here. So these are some 3D models that I printed to hold the downspouts in place. So I'll attach the link. They're not my design. I got them off of Colts 3D, I believe it was. I'll attach the link in the video description. These are 3D net cups that I printed that go up in the shade there. They reach all the way to the bottom of the downspout. So the problem with the net cups you buy is they're not long enough and don't reach all the way down. So this one, so what I'll do is I'll cut out, it's awful dark, it's hard to see. I'll cut out part of the bottom of the net cups. That way, when I've got a big root ball like this that I bought as a starter, I just pull the roots through, and then they're in the water. So some people might not like it. It's what I did last year, and it worked really, really well. So then to keep algae from growing, they got these little foam plugs that they're designed to hold the plant in place like this, but they'll also just plug the hole to stop stuff from growing. So see, you can see on that one where I cut part of the bottom of the net cup out and fed the roots through, and strawberries transplanted really well. I got those at a local nursery up in Rochester, Washington. Scatter Creek Nurseries. I did forget to mention that for one end, they're 10-foot long gutter downspouts, and for one end to the other, I've got 3 inches of slope. So that way it's got a pretty good flow to it.